King went after what Harut loved the most. Our family.
After years of development and some ups and downs, Dwayne Johnson finally made his debut as Teth Adam in the DC Extended Universe film Black Adam. However, his return for Black Adam 2 is far from certain. The ending of Black Adam left a few things unresolved and even teased a major character's return, hinting at a possible sequel. But Black Adam had a controversial run at the box office, and with the new DCU slate for Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters not including a Black Adam sequel, there are naturally questions about the film's future. Johnson promoted Black Adam as a game-changer for the DC movie franchise, despite the film receiving mixed reviews. The release of Black Adam coincided with a period of uncertainty for DC films, with Discovery acquiring Warner Brothers, causing internal shakeups, and marking the end of the DCEU movie timeline. This period also saw the surprising cancellation of Batgirl. Black Adam was meant to be a turning point for the franchise, but it seems like Black Adam 2 isn't happening. Here's everything we know about the cancelled Black Adam 2. As of now, Black Adam 2 has not been confirmed and appears to be in a state of limbo, as it didn't show up on James Gunn's revitalized DCU slate for Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. While other exciting announcements, like a new Superman and Batman, were made, these updates pose another problem for Black Adam 2. Henry Cavill is not returning as Superman. Although the Black Adam post-credit scene teased this, a new actor will be cast for Superman Legacy, making a Superman vs. Black Adam fight unlikely. Additionally, recent DCU reports state that no member of the DCEU Justice League will reprise their roles within the DCU. This signifies a new era for the franchise, moving away from the old by replacing its big superhero cast. This implies that The Rock's Black Adam casting could also change, as it's difficult for audiences to separate this iteration of the character from his initial DCEU movie role. Black Adam 2 being left out of the Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate isn't the only concerning update. Dwayne Johnson tweeted about Black Adam 2 being excluded from the upcoming DC movies, but mentioned that DC and $7 are exploring ways to utilize Black Adam in future DC multiverse chapters. This indicates that Black Adam 2 isn't happening, but it doesn't mean Johnson won't appear as the character in other DC properties. The Rock's increased presence in WWE in 2024 suggests his immediate priorities lie more in the wrestling world. He returned to the wrestling scene dramatically in February 2024, building up to his match at WrestleMania 40, where he teamed up with Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. The build-up to this match was one of the most hyped storylines in WWE at the time, and the WrestleMania event was praised as perhaps the best WrestleMania show of all time. This return also led to considerable financial success, with WrestleMania 40 reportedly breaking WWE's all-time gate record in one day. Given the prior record of $21.6 million, this marks a significant win, not including substantial pay-per-view sales, heavily influenced by viewers wanting to see The Rock wrestle again. Though Johnson could choose to leave wrestling after this, the positive reaction to his return suggests he might continue. In an April 15, 2024 social media video, he teased, "What an honor it was to break records, and now my sights are set on the next WrestleMania, but that's a conversation down the road." Balancing a potential wrestling future with another superhero performance might be challenging, even for someone as successful as Johnson. Therefore, it makes sense if circumstances surrounding Black Adam and DC's movie reboot lead to no repeat performance as the iconic antihero. On the plus side, James Gunn replied to Johnson's tweet saying, "Love at The Rock, and I'm always excited to see what he and the $7 do next. I can't wait to collaborate soon." This suggests Gunn isn't entirely done with Black Adam. Given Black Adam's post-credit scene with Amanda Waller, Johnson might reprise his role in either Waller's series or Peacemaker Season 2. In the meantime, instead of focusing on Black Adam 2, the DCU could explore other popular characters from the film, such as the Justice Society heroes Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, and Cyclone. Considering the DCU Chapter 1 plan goes beyond 2026, fans might have to wait a while before hearing about a potential sequel. Conversely, if the series finishes with its first and only movie, it could take some time for this to become explicitly clear. There had been speculation that Black Adam could cross over to other DCU films, possibly interacting with Shazam, one of the anti-hero's nemesis in the comics. However, Black Adam's box office numbers weren't great, suggesting that Gunn and Safran don't want to move forward with another solo Black Adam movie. Black Adam had less than stellar critical success, with a 38% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and a $393 million box office that reportedly didn't break even on the movie's budget. However, the film found more success down the line with streaming. Upon releasing on Netflix, Black Adam quickly rose to a place in its global top 10 charts, getting 2.7 million views in 1 week. While this isn't as promising as box office or critical success, it does show that the movie's lasting reputation may have improved over time. Notably, the audience score for Black Adam on Rotten Tomatoes is 88% as of 2024, significantly more positive than the critic score. This change might be due to Black Adam's streaming release, which opened up the movie to a wider audience who may have found themselves unexpected fans. A new, more positive reception, combined with the high streaming view count, might mean that Black Adam 2, or a DCU reboot of Black Adam that serves as a spiritual sequel, could be more viable. If Black Adam 2 were to happen, Dwayne Johnson would assuredly reprise his role as the titular antihero, given how much he has personally invested in the film. It's possible that Hawkman, Atom Smasher, Cyclone, and Amanda Waller could return for another installment. Unfortunately, Dr. Fate bit the dust during Black Adam, so he won't be back for the sequel. Adriana Tomaz could also make a return after helping save the world along with her brother Kareem. As for what the Black Adam 2 story could have been, it remains a mystery, as the sequel has seemingly been scrapped, according to Dwayne Johnson's Twitter statement. Since Amanda Waller appears in Black Adam's post-credit scene, he could appear in Waller or Peacemaker Season 2. This would make sense, as Black Adam was briefly on the Suicide Squad comic roster, and Gunn's approval of the casting could mean a reconfiguration of this storyline lives on. This route holds a lot of promise and could potentially reunite Johnson and John Cena, both wrestling icons. However, it could be unlikely given the budget constraints of these shows, as Johnson's recent movie roles have had a salary of several $1,000,000. The only near certainty about where the character could appear next is that it won't be in Black Adam 2 anytime soon. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Do you think Black Adam 2 should happen, or is it time to move on to new stories in the DCU?